Hello everyone, my name is Uthris. Welcome back to Banished, and as you can see, it's still raining. And I think it's gonna rain on pretty much every single intro that I do on every series going forward. And so, here we go. Last episode we went ahead and laid out kind of our basic, kind of survival-oriented beginnings. And so right now, everything looks like it is balanced. We're surviving quite nicely and comfortably where we are. And now we're going to work on expanding, and hopefully we'll get some new children soon so that we can just keep increasing our population. Now, to get more children, we're just going to have to build more houses. It's going to encourage our civilians to breed more often and things like that. If we get too many children too quickly and not enough workers to produce the food, we're going to run into issues. So, the first building this episode I want to lay out is this herbalist. And it's cool, the mod that we're using here, Colonial Charter, they added some pathways through certain buildings. Like, so the herbalist, you can see the road now going through underneath the archway out the front door. And so you can actually build it on a pathway, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to use that as just a cool building up here, up north, because this is going to be nice and forested. And you need forested areas for gatherers, herbalists, hunters to do their jobs more effectively. The older the forest, the better. So, since I can put this pathway through it, I can actually connect it onto the road here that will eventually lead up into this direction. And it's raining again already. Really wish it wasn't raining so much. Not much I can do. But it is 90 degrees Fahrenheit outside, so it feels like we're in the tropics. And things are quite dreary. So we need to lay out some more roads as we expand our town out in this direction. And eventually we're going to have to move these stockpiles because they're kind of in the way. So let's see. I believe this barn is a 2-wide structure out the front. Oh no, it has an odd count, which is pretty cool. And apparently I can build roads right underneath the door, which looks fairly nice, I think. But since it's an odd count, I can actually drag out a central road going down from this point. And then we could make this into mass storage if you wanted. If we can probably set up storage for different material types, as long as it's outside this ring. The town, I need to start out here because this whole ring needs to turn into forest. Fairly dense forest for a gatherer, hunter, and herbalist to function at full capacity. And that's what these homes are for. Those people will be living and working down here. And so I can kind of mark this just with a road for now. And we can lay out our different storage types. With the mod, you can lay out specifics. So wood, fuel, stone, iron, material. So let's go ahead and lay out some nice wooden stockpiles. This is kind of our bulk storage for sure. I think 7x2 would look pretty nice. And then it can be beside some fuel. And then we can do stone here, iron here. And then I'm going to delete these roads now because we don't need them. They're just there for marking. And now we can actually just get rid of these buildings or these stockpiles altogether. Now it's going to, of course, throw our resource count into whack. Oh, there's even a flattened terrain feature? Wow, that's really nice. Collect wild foods, collect stones and iron, collect iron. This mod just adds a whole lot more versatility to pretty much everything. So this is kind of marking in the northern edge of town. and they'll just be moving these stockpiles and sorting them accordingly so things just look a little bit more neat. These ones we're still going to have just for everything. That's just because we have our woodcutters up here and our first firewood production up here as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and just increase the speed. That's all we can do. Just a little bit of a waiting game. And now we can start laying out our town. So besides these here, let's go ahead. Now, do I need market stalls down here? These will just be for looks more than anything to begin with. That's a kind of a central town market there. Let's go with just a few stalls, I think. This way, this area can just look a little bit more planned rather than just storage. Market, and let's grab roll market. No, small market. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It's like a trading post almost. It's a decent design for a structure. Feels like something I have made in Medieval Engineers. Alright, so let's just do do protein, no, textile. Yeah, some things that aren't food related, so they won't get dirty. There we go. And let's see, grain. Yeah, grain. That's okay. And this will take up some of our food, not food, but wood, which is fine. We have enough of it. In fact, I can tell the Forester's Lodge to actually start doing its thing at this point. We did gain another laborer, which is great. And that'll allow me to actually bump our Gatherer's Hut to full productivity. So, we should be fine on food for a while. Scrolling up here. Let's see, dry storage? Nah. Meat larker? Nah. I think this is enough to just kind of throw in some detail, in which case we'll just expand our road even more. I want to try and work our way up towards this lake. Not lake, stream. The lake is all the way over here. Okay. Let's see. So this, we'll just mark these to be not be worked at for now. We don't really have enough people. How big is the area here? Okay. And now, ooh, why is the reserve of firewood low? I think it's just because we have the max storage set up really high. Where's that setting at? Limits. Yeah, so we're only at 10% of our max storage, not even that. So that's why it's giving me a warning. Mark that to not be worked. Now we can start kind of placing wooden homes because they're a little bit higher tier than those log cabins. And start laying out kind of city blocks and things. We're running into winter again. How's our... Okay. This is actually kind of the first big snowfall that we've had. And I need to make sure we are collecting enough stone and things kind of in the area. And what I do need to get started is a blacksmith. because thinking about it, that's just something we're gonna need. Blacksmithing, copper, shipyard. Oh, that looks really cool. Joiner. What are all these buildings, guys? Like, this is... Is there enough room and enough people possible to get this? I don't know. Saw pit? What's a saw pit do? Very slow method of creating lumber by saving wood logs. Use the flattened terrain tool to remove this building. Woodcutter. Chopper. Bundle shed? I don't know what that's for. Sawmill. Okay. Stack burner. I guess for charcoal. Fuel refinery. That's for something. Yeah, let's go ahead and just start with a blacksmith. Now, is there variation in the building? No, we're just stuck with our default kind of blacksmith here. And he'll just be off the main road. Now, the reason you want a blacksmith is because tools increase efficiency for all labor. Labor, constructing, anything they do requires a tool. Well, not requires, but the tool helps in that effort a whole lot. Let's see, are these guys producing anything just yet? They're producing some logs. Our health is fine, so I don't need to assign anyone to the herbalist just yet. So in fact, I can turn that off, just so we're not getting a question mark anymore. We have 2 more houses down here. Great. They're relatively empty. The builder lives down here just because it's closer to what they're working on. And let's go ahead. Wow, it's already like 11 minutes in. Now, you guys can let me know if you want me to do skips at all in this series, but for right now, I'm kind of content just doing a full 20-minute episodes incrementally. And that way we get kind of more attached to our town as it gets built. Now, things do slow down a little bit here, just because, you know, this area here had to be built really quickly. That's why we're using log cabins and things. But as we're laying out our town, you're going to find that we need to start thinking a little bit more logically and really taking it a little bit more slow. Ropery bedding maker? The bedding maker? What do they do? Okay. Feathers come from chickens or ducks over time or can be traded for. Tannery. Yeah, so this might be a production district area with a few spot housing here and there. Reserve firewood's low. It's actually staying relatively even, so I'm fine with it at the moment. Now, I wouldn't mind the tailors just being across from the blacksmith. It's kind of what I usually do anyways. So we can plop down that building and they can get to working on that. Because we're going to need clothes at some point as well. Now, I don't think... We have some leather, which you can be used to make a better clothing, but we need a whole lot more. And we're gonna upgrade our storage house, which actually, where do they have to put things to upgrade that? Where are you guys taking it? Okay, you're just taking it to the market stall? That's a little weird. In fact, that's really weird. Let's get another builder just so things get built a little bit quicker. And then we'll turn one of the laborers into a blacksmith. Because anyone not doing anything important, I think, will be emptying this out. Or the builders will. I don't know how that's going to work. Let's just increase speed. We need a blacksmith at the moment just so we get tools. We're out of tools. It's late spring, year 3. Reserve food is low. Okay, I'm not gonna take that down right now. I'm thinking about it. I don't think it's safe for us to do so until I get another storage barn or something to move the materials into, because they were really confused as to what to do there. And we can drop one of the builders out. Now we can tell them to just remove resources in this general area, as we're going to build the town in this direction, at least the bulk of the town. And again, this is kind of the starter town, things to help us move forward into establishing more of a city at some point. Let's see. We'll just turn off this at the moment. Hide. Let's look at all the stuff this guy can make. Pouch. What's a pouch do? Does it allow them to carry more? Maybe? I don't know. What kind of tools? You're making iron tools, which is fine. Crude tools. I don't know why no one would choose that over iron. And also at some point we'll have to upgrade the smithy to a large one to get better tools. But for now, iron tools is doing us just fine. In fact, I need to set the tool limit a little bit lower so we don't blow through all of our iron at once. So I'll set it to just 100 instead of 500. That would have been a little catastrophic. We are gaining citizens, albeit not quite the rate that we want. I hope these guys clear out this area so we can see all the stuff we're working with. Textile stall. Do people even use those? Like, I don't know if they're actually using that at all or not. Even though they're not working, they might just be using them as basic storage, which is fine as well. But it seems like all of our tools are getting put in there, but we're not running around with anyone missing tools, so it looks like we're fine at the moment. And this forest is starting to fill in from our initial clearing away and things like that. I'm gonna get rid of these stockpiles and change what they are. This one and this one. One will be permanently logs, one will be permanently stone. Iron we don't need to keep down here at all, because iron's used for the blacksmith. So let's go ahead and do that. And we can remove this one for now, and this one for now. And we can just add some stockpiles throughout the town here. So, stockpile for, say, fuel. And you can just toss them alongside buildings to add a little bit of detail. I don't like how that's not connecting all the way, so let me move this a little bit. So we need 2 log and 2 fuel here. That'll look okay. And then as everyone kind of moves this out of the way, we can reassign our storage needs over here. We're already at 64 tools, which is great. We're almost running out of iron though, which is not great. Are they gonna mine any on this direction? Not really. See if there's any up here. Yeah, there's some up here that we can grab. Our Forester's Lodge, getting about 84 logs a year, which is fine. They cleared out some stone, which we'll have to do some more clearing out just so they get replaced by trees. So let's go ahead and do that actually. So we'll just do stone, stone. Collect all this stone. And that one. Collect the iron here. Collect any iron that might have slipped in this direction. Check our circle. Okay. Not bad. You can see too, whole bunch of deer coming back in the area. So our hunter's actually getting us decent food. I don't know what bone meal's for. If I had to guess, apothecary at some point once we get to there. I'm really hoping food production got a buff with the mod. This will allow people to be freed up to do other things. Because if I remember, default, I mean, shoot, I almost have to always have half my population just in agriculture to feed the other half, and the other half were like in quarries and mines. And so in terms of actual like jobs like blacksmith, tailor, I didn't have that many people to choose from. And we're already at like 21 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish the episode here. We have survived for another, about 2 years or so. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you guys want to check out my other videos, go ahead and do so. I have some pretty cool creative stuff out there. Go ahead and leave a comment, leave a like, dislike. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want a time skip to happen or a time lapse to happen, so more things can progress a little bit quicker in terms of episodes. If not, then we'll just continue on with this format and slowly build out our village as the years progress. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one.